are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I'm great. Thank you. Are you excited to be at Sundance and in London? I know you just told me you lived here, but are you excited to be here again?
Yes, I love London, so it's very nice to be back, and I'm looking forward to see how UK receives the film, which is exciting. Yeah.
So what do you think is really special about Sundance?
I mean, I haven't had any films to like any other major festivals, but I feel like they're very inclusive, and it's also, I don't know, in Sundance in Utah, it was a great audience for the film, and I love that they also bring Sundance to London, and just feels like a nice kind of a family to be with, and they have great taste in films, so I feel honored. Yeah.
Talking about films, so let's talk about your film. Tell me everything about this film.
Okay, so it's called Handling the Undead, and it's based on a book by the same writer that wrote Let the Right One In, and it's about these three families that are grieving in Oslo, and one day the dead, or the newly dead, wake up, and we follow these families that get their loved ones back to life, and how they're hoping for them to become what they were, and then I guess they're trying to find out what they are now, or if they can become the person that they used to be.
Were you scared of because when I see the dead people on screen, like the boy, the older woman, the mother, I got terrified looking at it. So how was that being on set yourself?
It's not terrifying on set.
Is it quite funny?
Yes, I don't know. It's just a lot of anxiety on set, because you're like, oh, will people care for this undead people, or will they be scary, or do they look real, or do they just look stupid? It's always you have all these questions, and it's more about that, I think, than getting the actual feeling that the film gives. Yeah.
So what drew you to this project?
In general, I'm very attracted to the work of this author, Jon Lindqvist, and I originally wanted to adapt another book that he written, but the rights weren't available, and then I got to know that the rights for this one were, and I read the book, and it's I think it was the characters and how he handles this premise in a more magical, realist way, and he's just amazing at blending realism with the supernatural, but in a very humanist way, which I like. And it's just how he blended the uncanniness with the emotions, I think. Yeah.
So how long was filming, and what was filming like? Have you got any highlights from filming, or was there any challenging moments as well? That's basically 3 questions in one.
Yeah, so we filmed from August to October in 2022, and we filmed in 3 countries. So it's shot in Norway, Sweden, and Greece. Half the film is shot in Greece, but it's also supposed to be Oslo, and so that was challenging to move through the different stages, and I don't know, I felt like every day was great, but we also had big challenges every day, and I think maybe one a massive one was we had this big boat day, and then the storm came, and in only 5 minutes got massive waves, and we had a lot of equipment on the boat, and we had to save it, and it was raining sideways, and even this tree where we had all our stuff, a tree fell over and broke the balcony, and it was so that was a big thing. And then I think for great moments, I think it was more when suddenly some scenes just felt very right. For instance, when Renate Reinsve, who plays Anna, the mother of the son, or the undead son, when she sees him again, that was not planned for, and she didn't want to see the boy until she saw him in the scene, and then she just came in, and what you see on the screen is her first reaction to seeing him. So you said about going to 3 different countries. Was there a reason for that, or did you want to spend half your time in Greece, or is it for perfect location shots? What? How come you did 3 different countries? So the reason to shoot in 3 different countries is because of spending. So you get because you have to do, or we did this European co-production model. So you get maybe some co-production funds from Greece and also from Sweden, but then you have to spend some of that money in that country, in that place as well. And also in Greece, they have nice tax rebate stuff. So it's like, it's just part of the financing of the film. So it's not for convenience at all, but...
Where did you spend the wrap party? Was it in Greece or?
You know what? Unfortunately, we didn't actually have a wrap party. We had like a wrap lunch before we wrapped, because the last day was in in Greece, and we finished like 2 in the night. So there was no time for the wrap party, and then people left from Greece the day after, and then it was so that was actually very sad.
Tell me about casting. How did you find the perfect cast?
So I got the rights in 2018, and then we were actually maybe going to shoot it already in 2019. So I did a lot of the casting back then. So almost all the characters were cast then, and then except for the one Renate's character. And I did because she was pregnant at that time, and then I did the casting round in 2021, 1.5 years before we went into shooting. And she was, I don't know, I just saw her first audition tape, and it was just mind-blowing. It was really, really good. And so then I casted her, and I think I don't know, I got all the my first picks, or my first choice for all the characters, so that was nice. And a lot of them has been with the project for very long, so it's been very nice when I've been writing it, and just to imagine the characters and how.
So when doing this film, did it bring you other ideas for new future projects?
Yeah, or did it bring? I don't know if it brought directly new ideas, but I have a lot of films in development. yeah.
And then also, if you can, what was your, without giving anything away, what was your, after the finished product's been made, what was your favourite scene or favourite moment in the film, without spoiling any spoilers?
I think not sure about the thing. I love the opening, and I'm actually quite fond of the rabbit scene, and I like the end shot. Yeah,
amazing. And then lastly, if you could sum this film up in 3 words, how would you sum this film up?
Dreadful, heartbreaking, and beautiful.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of Sundance, and it's so lovely speaking to you.
Nice to speak to you too. Bye.